Hi friends, there is a very often asked question in the interview. There is a very famous question in the interviews these days. Can you find the size of an integer or maybe any other type without using the sizeof operator? Let's quickly see how this can be done. There are two methods of approaching this. See, someone can even say, why would you want to find the size of a variable without using sizeof? Anyway, sizeof is portable across any system. So why would you want to do that? But if you ask that question, then the answer could be like, how will you implement the sizeof operator? That's the question. How will you implement the sizeof operator? So let's see how to find the size of a variable type without using the sizeof operator. So there are two approaches to it. One approach is by using pointers. The other approach is by using bitwise programming. Let's first see the approach of the pointers. So here I take an integer array. So any array, any number of elements, just more than 2 elements, 2 or more is fine. And then I give the address of that array. Watch this. I give the address of the array to a pointer variable, which is an integer pointer. And then I typecast it to integer. And then you see this pointer, I am assigning it to x, pointer plus 1. When I say pointer plus 1, it will move the PTR will move to the next type address. So if I have a float here, this will move to the next float variable, right? If I have a double here, it will move to the next double. So basically it will move to the next address of that variable type. And similarly, if you take a pointer, it just gives the address of that which is nothing but the base address of this array. So basically what these two variables will store is the address of the first variable and the address of the second variable. And then if I subtract the second from the first, then I will get the size of the variable type. So I hope you are able to relate to this. Just watch this. There is an array of any type that you want, and then you give the address of that array to that particular type pointer, to that pointer. The pointer plus 1, which is the next address in that array, is given to x. The base address is given to y. And if you subtract these two, then you will get the size of the integer type. So let's compile this and see if there will be warnings. The reason is because you are assigning a pointer type to an integer. So there will be a warning because you are assigning integer pointer to an integer. And as you can see here, the size of an integer is 4 bytes. The beauty of this program is also, suppose if I wanted to find the type, what is the size of the double, right? So what is the size of the double? So let me make it a double pointer and typecast it to a double pointer. So I want to find what is the size of a double. The size of the, I should say double here because I didn't change that. So the size of a double. So as you can see, the size of the double is 8 bytes. So this is the pointer method. So what about the bitwise programming method, which is interesting? This also finds, and this one can work only for character and integer. The idea is this. So take a integer p and then take a complement of 0. This is the crux of the whole program. So I'm using bitwise programming to find out the size of the integer type. So I take a 0 and then I bitwise complement it. It's going to be like this, right? So whatever is the size of 0, you typecast it to integer. So whatever number of ones I get, all the bits will be turned into ones. This is a bitwise complement. This tilde is a bitwise complement, and then it typecast it to an unsigned integer. Now the trick is you just right shift this value of p. Now p will contain all ones. Now keep on right shifting it till p is greater than 0. If it becomes 0, then stop and keep on counting it and then return the count. So take a 0, bitwise complement it by using tilde, and then typecast it to an unsigned integer. Why unsigned? Because you want to find the bitwise, so there is no need for the signed bit in the MSB. So there is no need for the signed bit, so you take as unsigned, and then you bitwise complement it and shift it till it is greater than 0. When it becomes equal to 0, it will automatically come out of the loop and you are returning it. And then you are dividing it by 8 because 8 bits make 1 byte, so the answer will come in byte. So this is a very interesting way of doing it. If you answer both these things in an interview, then probably they will not even be asking any other questions for you. As you can see, the size of an integer is 4 bytes. So you can see that you can also do a character with this. As you can see, so I want to find the size of the character, and the size of the character is 1 bit. So here I just need to change this print. Instead of int, I just need to put size of char. So having done that, if I run this program again, I'm going to get size of the char is 1 byte. So I hope you liked this video. This is a very famous question, and this code is available in my repository, and the link for that is given below the video. Thank you so much for watching. Let's see the answer to some other interesting questions in the interview in our next video. Thank you.